Getting your ex-boyfriend back after he said he wants to cool off. No matter how strong and real your relationship with your boyfriend seems to be, there is always a possibility that he may ask you for a cool off. There could be a million reasons why he would want that. It could be because he feels that he needs a little space. It could be because he has issues that he needs to deal with by himself. It could also be because he is suddenly afraid that he is getting too involved with you. His request for a cool-off may leave you shocked and distressed, but whatever his reason may be, once he has made up his mind, there is nothing you can do about it, no matter how much you strongly proclaim your love for him. But you can always try to win him back and make him change his mind. Here is how you can do it, which will help you getting your ex-boyfriend back. Point 1. Be a lady. Try not to nag him or let him upset you with his decision for the two of you to cool off. Maintain a cool composure around him and make him feel that you will be fine even without him. This will immediately make him wonder why you are okay with cooling off with him and probably make him a little bit jealous. Point 2. Keep your lines open. Just because the two of you are in a cool-off period does not mean that you should stop talking with him, especially if you think that he is still in love with you. A short text message or two every day, probably a short phone call as well, will remind him that you are still around but without violating his need to be alone. Point 3. Go on nostalgia trips. When you send him your short text messages or make your short phone calls, drop in a line or two about the great things that the two of you did in the past. That will remind him how happy he is with you and make him long for the good times with you again. Point 4. Just leave him alone. If, despite your attempts to keep in touch with him and make him remember the fun times you had together, he gives you the cold shoulder, just give him the space that he wants and leave him alone. Maybe the timing is just wrong, or maybe it is time for you to move on. Point 5. Tell him you miss him. Tell him you miss him, but only when it seems to you that he has become more receptive to your advances. Also, when you tell him you miss him, do not make yourself seem desperate about getting him back. Just be casual about it. It is always a good sign if he tells you that he misses you too. It may mean that he is just about ready to come back. But if he does not, it is either he is not ready yet or is thinking twice about being with you. So, how do you go about getting your ex-boyfriend back? I hope you have found this article useful, and did you know that you can win back your ex-boyfriend, but you have go about it the correct way? Over 90% fail to get back with their ex-boyfriend because they make silly mistakes.